Hey, what's up guys? Welcome to MDZ Music, where we talk about our songwriting process. My name is MATTIX. You can follow me on all social media at Came From Dust.
Hey, what's up? My name is Eli Mendez. You can follow me on all social media at Eli Mendez 1109. Please make sure you like, subscribe, share, and turn on notifications to see brand new shows.
In this 4-episode series, we'll talk about how I wrote the song Sentient.
And on today's episode, we're going to cover the process on how to write a verse, where to find the placement within the beat to write that verse. And on today's specific episode, we're going to cover the process on how to write a verse, where to find the placement within the beat to write that verse, and how MATTIX wrote the verse for Sentient. Let's get it going.
So the first step is you're going to want to think of a song concept. Write down words to describe this concept. It doesn't have to make sense yet, as we always say in the beginning. So I'll think of some words to describe Sentient.
Yeah, and it doesn't matter if you're doing the chorus first or the verse first. We talk about this in this specific part of the video because you want to start your concept and then you want to write words, like he said, to paint that picture of that concept.
Right.
So what we'll do is, for the song Sentient, Matt sat down and I guess he stood. I don't know what he did.
I just pet his dog. Calm down.
So when you think of Sentient, when you wrote the song, we talked about this previously, but what were some words specifically that came to mind just off the top of your head?
Well, definitely black hole. Okay. Because I like it's not necessarily one word, but I like the meaning and the different ideologies that you can have about the word. Yeah. The words black hole, yeah, sort of can have like this wide open meaning. Yeah,
and that's a good example of just word writing and describing the concept that he had for Sentient.
And then I also think about I basically thought of what a black hole does. Yeah. And everybody has the idea of what a black hole does, and exactly. It kind of pulls you in, holds you down. Yeah. It's sort of like It's sort of like an emotional way to think about it.
Yeah. So, once you have your concept and you start writing words, you're going to want to you're going to want to have a structure to build your song off of. And the most common structure that you'll see, and this isn't by any means how every song is, this is just the most common structure. You're going to have the chorus, and then you're going to have verse 1, and then the chorus, verse 2, and then a bridge, and then it finishes off with another chorus. But you can do it in any order. We've talked about this before, and you can do it however you want to do it. This specific song, Sentient, that MATTIX did, doesn't quite play out like this. He does put his own spin on things. The format for this song was it was the intro. It has a chorus, a pre-verse, verse 1, then a pre-chorus, chorus, pre-verse, verse 2, pre-chorus, and chorus. And this just goes with practice. You're going to get more in depth. It seems like it's all over the place, but really it's not. It's just a deeper song, and there's just more depth to the structure of this song, Sentient.
Right. So. And this is episode 2. So if we lost you a little bit there, you can always check out episode number 1. It'll sort of...
And that goes over the chorus, but this specific episode we're covering the verse.
Moving on. So Sentient to me means being able to feel and perceive things.
And so MATTIX definitely wrote words to describe that, and he put it together, formed a structure, put together a song.
Words that have come to mind, like feeling lost, definitely in your head, and having extremely deep thoughts. It's sort of like what a sentient would do, I guess.
So next what we're going to do is we're going to play the verse. We're going to play verse 1 with the lyrics, and then we're going to play verse 2 with the lyrics, and then we're going to break down so you can hear what it became, and we're going to break down how MATTIX put together the song and made it what it is. Check it out.
So the first thing you want to do is create a melody. For each verse, change it up. Sort of add a little bit of flair, put a spin on it, make it a little bit different, put it, tweak it here and there.
And you don't always have to do that. In this specific song, it does have that. The verses change melody-wise, and you can see it and you can hear it, but it doesn't always have to be like that. You can do it however you want to do it. But what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to create a melody.
You got to give it some variety in your melodies. Change it up a little bit, keep it interesting, but not fly off the rails with it.
So before you so when you're getting ready to do your melody, you're gonna want to see where you're thinking. Okay, where does the verse even go? So what we'll do is we'll load the beat up and we'll look for it. You can actually see, you can hear it, and you can see it, and you can actually tell. Depending on where the bigger parts of the beat are, you can actually tell where the verse might go. And so what we'll do is we'll load it, and this is what it'll look like. Okay, so once you have the beat loaded, you can actually look at the beat. You can listen to it, and you can look at it, and you can actually see where the bigger parts are, the bigger wavelengths, and the smaller wavelengths are. And that can help you determine where certain parts of a song might go. So for instance, in this song, you can see right here how it's bigger, how this is going to be. Usually the bigger wavelengths are going to be the chorus, and once we listened to it and we determined this was the chorus, but we're talking about the verse, and so you see different parts that changes right here, it changes right here, and we determined that this part right here is going to be verse 1, and then we move down, and it's similar, this is going to be verse 2, and so this one, and it ends with the chorus, and so that's how we're able to find the placement within the beat for the verse for Sentient.
So once you've found your placement, you're going to want to start your mumbling process. And what that is you just sort of play the beat through and fill it out, find those high notes, find where you want to stretch your melodies out a little bit.
Yeah, and you'll do this on multiple takes, and usually when you're doing the melody mumbling process that we call it, it doesn't sound like any words, it's just mumbled words. And you can even look at some of the words you've written down and either say those or mumble those. You're just trying to find the melody. That's the most important thing at this point. And all you're trying to do is just find that melody and just mumble. And it does sound weird at first, but that's how you're able to create the melody for that beat,
So now you're going to look at some of the words that you've written down, and you're going to want to try to find some of the words that maybe rhyme, they're a little closer to rhyming, and maybe add on to those and attach.
And that will help you. And then once you do create your melody, you're going to want to put complete sentences and create that concept, but also fit those words that you thought of and put it into that melody. And you're going to want to bring your song to life.
So it's okay to use some of the same words or repeat some of the same words because you're making it for a verse or a hook, or especially if it's for a hook anyway, you're going to say it again. Yeah. No matter what. So if you say it again, it's not that big of a deal. But maybe you can throw a little bit of, a little spin on it, higher melody.
And the thing is, you're trying to paint this picture of your concept. So that's why it's okay to use some words. You don't have to feel like, well, I already said this word, so I can't say it again. That's definitely not the case. But the biggest point of this is to paint the picture of that concept. So that's why it's okay.
Yes, correct. Okay, so like we say in every episode, it's all about your personal preference. Well, it's not.
Your personal preference. There's no right or wrong way. This is just the technique that we use that helps us, and hopefully it can help you.
Right.
But what you're gonna want to do is you're gonna want to find your sound, and if this technique does help you, that's great. But you're gonna want to find your sound.
Yeah, our style is I want to say sort of ambient, if that sort of explains it at all. Very wavy, relaxing, chill. That's sort of like the style that we're into. This is basically just for ideas and to just sort of help you get kickstarted and maybe find your own techniques.
And one of the biggest things that we like to talk about too is there's no such thing as the best song in the world. It's all going to be personal preference, and that's the beauty of music. Is you make stuff that you love, and you keep doing it. Don't try to please everybody as long as you like it in the end. And then I think eventually, we talked about this before, the people that there's people that will end up liking the same music that you're into, that you're making, and they may even like your own music. So as you're going through this process, the biggest thing, one of the biggest takeaways is you're going to want to practice and practice and practice. Keep writing lyrics, keep creating melodies. It does get easier the more you get into it. And then the last thing...
Look at me, I'm mad now.
Yeah, what's the last thing?
Just have fun.
There you go.
All right? That's why I was mad, because I've been wanting to say that this whole time.
You want to have fun.
Just have fun.
And that's the whole point of all this.
Hey guys, thanks for watching MDZ Music. My name is MATTIX. I hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like, subscribe.
I'm saying all that. You can't.
Today I'm doing the whole outro.
All right, do it again.
Okay, so.
Hey guys, thanks for watching MDZ Music. My name is Eli Mendez.
My name is MATTIX. Make sure you like, subscribe, share the video, leave a comment, suggest something. I don't know.
Yeah,
should we start doing suggestions?
We could do suggestions of if you have a concept idea, we can write a song about it.
That's a good idea, right?
And if you want to hear all of Sentient, the link is in the description below. Also, make sure to follow us on all social media to hear any current music that we're working on.